How was your walk?
Good.
Great. Glad to hear it.
Awesome.
Yeah? Care for some water? Some nice water there for me.
We're good, thanks.
No problem. Sure.
What do you do?
I've got a hobby where I interview strangers
Oh, really?
for 5 minutes. We pick a belief that you formed in your mind that you're sure is true, or you're really sure is not true. And I ask questions to figure out how you concluded it.
Huh.
I just ask, like, what do you believe and why and how? So, in fact, I encourage people to pick the topics. It tends to go supernatural. Like, people think that prayer works, or they've seen a ghost, or they can look at their horoscope and see, and it's actually... Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, interesting.
I don't know if either of you are interested. It's a little tricky with two simultaneously.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not interested.
Okay. Do you want to do a short little fiver?
Oh, what the?
I time it for 5 minutes.
Do it, Chris.
I guess.
Okay. We could do it right here. Are you okay if I record it?
Sure.
Okay. At the end of this, if you're like weirded out about it, I won't use the footage at all. I appreciate you stopping.
No problem.
How was your walk?
It's good.
Yeah? Good. It's pretty dang hot out, isn't it?
It is. But a lot of shade in there, so.
That's exactly why I like coming here,
Yeah.
is because it's not, you don't get overheated.
Yeah.
My name is Anthony.
Chris.
Yes, sir. How do you spell it?
C-H-R-I-S.
C-H-R-I-S. Okay. We can really talk about any topic,
Okay.
but when it's a topic that tends to impact you or influence you, you find yourself actually changing your behavior because of this belief that you've already formed in your mind. Those are kind of the fun ones to unpack a little bit.
Okay.
Is there some sort of belief that you have that is pretty important to who you are as a person?
Well, I guess God.
Okay.
You know.
That's a common one. People pick that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a psychology major?
No, I wish I was, though. If I can go back to school and study some sort of field, I guess I always could. But psychology would be really interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my background is logistics and IT.
Interesting.
Kind of a technical guy. What keeps you busy these days?
Accounting.
The
CPA.
numbers guy.
Yeah.
I sucked at accounting. I was grateful to get a D when I studied it. Okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about why you think. Can we talk a little bit about why you think that God exists? Like, what are the reasons? Why do you think it's true?
I guess just kind of look around you. When you see beautiful areas, or when you see a child being born, something like that.
Beauty?
Yep.
Curious, when you undoubtedly discover ugly things, does that tend to drive you away from the idea that the God exists?
No, I mean I think if you believe in God, you believe in evil or negative or not so beautiful things. So you can't have one without the other.
Okay. So whether you see ugly things or beautiful things, you still believe in the God.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you attribute those things, ugly things and beautiful things, to a God and not just... Like, I meet a lot of people, and there's a lot of people that don't believe in any gods, and they're like, well, this just arose
I believe
naturally.
God created the environment for everything to develop. I don't believe he necessarily created this tree and that tree, but he created the environment for it all to come about.
Okay. Like some sort of first mover, and then kind of step back and just... Okay.
Like he created the primordial soup for the one-celled amoebas to come out, which, is the beginning of life.
Okay. Are you more of a deist that thinks that there's just like somebody that started it or something that started it and doesn't intervene? Is this an intervening God?
Yeah, I don't know. Good question. I'm not a fatalist. I mean, I don't believe that our fate or our path in life is predetermined. So I'd have to say probably I don't believe he's an intervening God.
Okay. Do you ever find yourself like praying to this God?
Sure.
Or, you do? Okay. I'm dying to know why you would pray to a God if you don't think that it intervenes.
That's a good question. Maybe I do think that. I don't know. Or maybe it's based on the environment in which I was reared, which, we went to church and we prayed, and maybe it's habit.
Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you are possibly praying to a God that he might be a first mover and started everything, but he's not an intervening God. Mainly because it was a cultural thing and you were taught to pray.
It might be. It also might be because at the end of the day, when we leave this earth, I believe our souls are going somewhere.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Just the belief that I was taught.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it much like the prayer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than...
But I believe there's
sorry.
more than just this body. I mean, I think there's more to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you believe that there's more to your body and this life, and that there's souls and there's this afterlife?
I do.
Do you believe that because you were taught it?
All I know is I believe it, and I know that I was taught it, so it could be that, or it could be that that's just what shaped my beliefs all my life, and I still believe it.
Sure.
So, and it informs everything I do now.
Right.
So,
Yes, exactly. And that's why I love talking to people to unpack, like, if we can go back to when you were a little boy, there must have been a time where maybe you didn't even know about praying, and you didn't know about afterlives, and you didn't know about souls. I could be mistaken.
well,
maybe.
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. But it's those formative years that I'm very interested in,
Yeah.
and how a person could be here today.
Yeah.
We're both grown men, like adults, and we have these beliefs that we still think might be true.
Right.
Do you believe that they're true? Or do you think that they're true because you were told that they were true?
Well, again, I believe that they're true, and I was told that they're true. Whether or not that's why I still believe they're true, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not sure.
That was right at 5 minutes.
Oh, well, cool.
I got a card here for you. It's got my email on it.
All right.
And I would love to ask you like a couple more questions, but if your wife is waiting,
Yeah, we better.
she's waiting patiently.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Nice to meet you.
It was my pleasure.
All
Thank
right,
you so much
take
for your
care.
time.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
Do you want to give it a go?
Oh, no.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. I think it was pretty clear there that Chris hadn't given much thought to his belief. He was raised with it. He was taught it. It seemed like he never even considered that this non-intervening deistic God would probably not be responding to prayers, but he still prays. And he had to reflect on, well, why am I praying? Well, he was taught that. If he was a little more willing to stick around and continuing the discussion, I think we might have been able to leverage him being a numbers guy in accounting and how we come to know things to be true. But that was just a quick down and dirty talk. I thought it was pretty powerful. And with his wife standing off to the side listening, I'm fairly confident that they will spend a little bit of time thinking about that.